Hey, it's Michael Saul, also known as Tiny, with the market video for the week of July 8th, 2013. Couple of quick announcements, and then I will get on to the market analysis. First, the Sunday night strategy session that was scheduled for July 7th is postponed. I should be up and running next week with these. I'm just having some problems getting the plugin working on my website. You know, I've been using computers for 14 years now, basically, in a straight line for my work, and I am still technically, I don't know, deficient is the best word I guess I could use. Yeah, I just having some issues there. So my apologies, but we're going to get them up and running come heck or high water next week. So for the 14th, what these are a live interactive broadcast where I talk about the market for about 20 minutes to a half hour, and then I open up the floor for questions and answers. You can ask me whatever you want about stocks, currencies, options, whatever, futures, whatever you want, and I do analysis on them. It's not an advice factory, but I do the analysis. I look at support and resistance and what my opinion is. Please don't bring penny stocks or these low volume stocks that you're trying to pump and dump. I'll just ignore the questions. So to find out more about that, you need to sign up to my email list, which you can get at www.stockmarkettrendsx.com. Second, I've been getting a lot of emails asking where I have been and where I am going to surface next. I will have an announcement this week regarding that. I'm starting somewhere on July 15th. And I will have all the details there on how you can join me in a live interactive chat room, as well as belong to a membership site with educational material and some other stuff. I'm going to be shooting a video on that. And I also have a very special price because it is a paid site, but I have a very special price for my members. All those details will be available. Again, sign up to my email list at stockmarkettrendsx.com, and you can get all the information sent via email when the announcement is made. All right, let's take a look at the market here. So, all right, coming into last week, we were on the bounce here, and I was looking for us to roll back over. I changed my tune later in the week last week. Why? Because the momentum reset. And that's what can happen. So down here, we had the momentum to the downside. Then we came up, and it looked like, hey, maybe we're going to roll back over. But then what happens? We churn in place. Now, I talked about this potentially happening because it was the beginning of the month. It was the Independence Day holiday, and a lot of times the market will go up into holidays. Now, it didn't really go up per se, but it kind of held its ground. So Friday, after the holiday, and when the job numbers were released, we got a gap up, we sold off, but then we rallied in the afternoon, and we wound up closing at the highs and above the 50-day moving average across the board. There it is on the Qs, there it is on the Dow, and here's the Russell, but the Russell, it was already above the 50-day, but now you can see the Russell is just a whisper away from its highs. So, am I back to bullish here? Well, not just yet. I want to see another close above the 50-day. And also, I had talked about that the 50-day was not the only level to watch. We have a gap here that needs to be filled and also breached. We have to get through that gap. So if we do that, then I'm going to go back to bullish mode. Now, there are a couple of factors that are keeping me from putting the pedal down and saying, all right, that's it, we're going to new highs. Junk bonds, emerging markets, the McClellan oscillator, breadth is not that great here. Now, can we rally without those factors? Yes, we can. Will we rally for long? That's the question. All right, so maybe we're going to come up and put a divergence in here. I mean, you know, if you guys follow the rants and raves of certain super gurus with their big special short lists that they, once again, they sheared a bunch of sheep into signing up for that as well. That was probably the tell that we were going to rally once the super gurus get bearish, okay? And look, I thought we were going to go back down, but I was pretty clear in the video, and you can check all the newsletters. They're all on the website. Unlike the super gurus, I don't take off the losers, okay? I was sitting there saying cautiously bearish, and I'm waiting for a better sign, and we never got it. All right. So, and I'm not patting myself on the back here either. I've been wrong plenty of times. That is called trading. Okay. Trading is not perfection. So, anyway, here we go. We're over the 50-day moving average. Now we see if the bulls come in and can try to push us up. In my opinion, I think we're going to go higher, but my opinion matters in the least. Okay. The only thing that matters is the market's opinion. So right now, I'm leaning to the long side, but I want to see confirmation. If we turn tail and come back down, well, you know what this is? This is what's known as a hook 'em and cook 'em. All right, so I am going to remain bullish. Even if we pull back a bit, that's okay. I get off my bullish stance if we do what's called a triangle pendulum, which is break out one way and then come back the other way, back down. Then I will change my tune and move back to looking for a test of these lows at a minimum, if not the 200-day moving average. So let me recap in case I confused everybody. Last week, after this push down, we were digesting this move up. I was looking for us to roll back over, but I was cautious because we had the beginning of the month and the Independence Day holiday. The momentum reset, I talked about that in the newsletter, which is why you should read the newsletter every day. Right now, it's still free, getting ready to roll it out, but as long as it's free, you guys have no excuse not to read it. It's only take you 10 minutes. All right. The momentum reset, then I was looking for a move either way. We wound up getting a push out here. I am not bullish yet until we close this gap, get a couple of closes above the 50-day moving average here. I'm still in neutral, but I've moved from cautiously bearish to cautiously bullish. I changed my tune if we come back and take out this triangle coil, whatever you want to call it, to the downside. A pullback like down to here or something, I'm going to stay cautiously bullish. But if we swipe this down to the downside, then I'm going to turn tail again, okay? I just wanted to clarify what I'm saying so you don't think I'm double talking here or anything like that. Most of the time, I am on the fence. That's the way a professional trader works, okay? Is they're on the fence awaiting opportunities. So that's what I'm doing here. I believe we're going higher. Let's see the market prove it to me. Again, we have issues in junk, emerging markets, and other factors that are keeping me from putting the pedal down here, and also thinking that if we do rally, it may be short-lived, and you really have to watch it cautiously. All right, that's it. Any questions, feel free to contact me. Sunday night strategy sessions will be starting on the 14th. I will also have an announcement of where I am landing with the live chat room, and I will talk to everybody again in the daily email, the daily newsletter, or in next week's video. Have a great trading week.